Hello there and welcome back to my channel. In this episode, you will learn how to compare one thing with another thing using what we call the comparative adjectives and the superlative adjectives. For comparative adjectives, in English we have more than, less than, as blank as. Say as tall as for the same. In Spanish, we will be using más que for more than, menos que for less than. For the same, we'll be using tan como for adjectives. For example, he is stronger than her sister. Él es más fuerte que su hermana. The adjective here is fuerte. Más que is the comparative adjective. Más fuerte que su hermana. Él es más fuerte que su hermana. He is stronger than her sister. The dog is taller than the cat. El perro es más alto que el gato. Más alto que. The comparative adjective is más que, and the adjective that we use here is tall. Alto. Más alto que. El perro es más alto que el gato. For less than, we have menos que. El ordenador o la computadora es menos caro que el celular. We used menos que as comparative adjective and caro as adjective. Menos caro que. La computadora es menos caro que el celular. For same as, él es tan inteligente como ella. We have tan como, and in between we have the adjective inteligente, intelligent. Él es tan inteligente como ella. He is as intelligent as her. We use a comparative adjective tan como, meaning same as. Él es tan inteligente como ella. He is as intelligent as her. For superlative adjectives, we have in English the most, the least, and other adjectives that carries the ending est, like tallest, richest, etc. For the most, we'll be using the article either el or la plus the word más, and then adjective and the word de, el más de, or la más de. For example, esa almohada es la más suave del mundo. Esa almohada es la más suave del mundo. That pillow is the softest in the world. We used la más de as superlative adjective, and the adjective suave, soft. Esa almohada es la más suave del mundo. Or you could also say, esa almohada es la almohada más suave del mundo. So we'll just be inserting the noun, and then más plus adjective, and then de. Another example, él es la persona más inteligente en la clase. He is the most intelligent in the class. For superlative adjective, we use la más de, la persona más inteligente as the plain adjective de. Él es la persona más inteligente en la clase. Same pattern for least. For example, mi casa es la casa menos cara del área. In this case, we use the superlative adjective la menos de. La casa menos plus the plain adjective cara, meaning expensive, least expensive. Menos cara de instead of que. You noticed that for comparative adjective we use que, but for superlative adjective we use de. For comparing nouns, we'll be using almost the same words that we used in comparing adjectives and comparative adjectives, except for the last one. Instead of using tan como, we'll be using tanto como. So those are más que, menos que, and this time we'll be using tanto como. For example, él come más frutas que vegetales. He eats more fruits than vegetables. Más fruta que, more fruits than. Él come más fruta que vegetales. He eats more fruits than vegetables. For less or for fewer, we have menos que. Example, él tiene menos dinero que ella. He has fewer money than her. Menos dinero que. For the same or as much as, we will be using tanto como. Él estudia tantas horas como su amigo. He studies as much hours as his friend. Tantas because horas is feminine plural. So instead of using tanto, we'll be using tantas this time. Tantas horas como. Another example, él tiene tantos libros como su amigo. He has as much books as his friend. Tantos this time because libros is masculine plural. Tantos libros como su amigo. Él tiene tantos libros como su amigo. He has as much books as his friend. For comparing verbs, we will be using exactly the same as that of comparing nouns. Más que, menos que, tanto como. But this time, tanto will not be changed to its other form like tanta, tantos, or tantas. This time, it will remain as tanto, unlike comparing nouns. For example, él duerme más que ella. He sleeps less than her. Él canta menos que ella. He sings less than her. Él estudia tanto como ella. He studies as much as her. Tanto como. Even if we interchange it, ella estudia tanto como él. It's still the same, tanto como, notwithstanding the subject of the sentence. Like verbs, we have irregular, comparative, as well as superlative adjectives. I'll be giving you 4 most common irregular, comparative, and superlative adjectives. The first one is bueno. Bueno meaning good. To say better, we'll not be saying más bueno que. Instead, we'll be using another term, and that is mejor. Él es mejor que ella. He is better than her. That is for comparative. But for superlative, we will be using el mejor, la mejor, los mejores, las mejores. Next one is malo or bad. For comparative in English, we have worse. To say worse, we will not be saying más malo que. Instead, we will be using another word, and that is peor. Él es peor que ella. He is worse than her. For superlative, just like bueno, we will be using el peor, la peor, los peores, las peores. Él es el peor del mundo. He is the worst in the world. Next one is joven. Joven or young. When referring to a person only, I'm not talking about non-living things, I'm not talking about animals or trees, but to a person. If we will be comparing person using the adjective joven, to say younger, we will not be saying más joven que. Instead, we'll be using another term, and that is menor. Él es menor que ella. He is younger than her. But to say youngest, same pattern with bueno and malo. El menor, la menor, los menores, las menores. Él es el menor de la familia. He is the youngest in the family. Last one is the adjective viejo or old. To refer to a person, again, I'm not referring to non-living things, nor to plants, nor to animals, but simply to person. To describe a person older than another, we will be using mayor. He is older than her. We'll not be saying él es más viejo que ella, but rather we'll be using the other term, and that is mayor. Él es mayor que ella. For superlative adjective, the same with bueno, malo, and menor, we'll just be adding the article, the definite articles. El mayor, la mayor, los mayores, las mayores. Él es el mayor de la familia. He is the oldest in the family. However, to compare things or animals or trees, for example, we can just simply use más que or menos que. For example, my dog is younger than your dog. Mi perro es menos viejo que su perro. Instead of saying mi perro es menor que su perro, we will be using instead más que or menos que. That is it, I suppose. Goodbye for now.